Hey guys, it's Sandy. Let's talk about AI. I haven't been on here for just a little bit, just some things happened and I couldn't, but back on now. And I'm going to hit a lot of cool topics coming up because I want to make some more videos since I haven't for a while. But let's talk about AI. We are right after the Super Bowl. And for anybody who saw the Ring surveillance cameras that go on a lot of people's houses, we don't have that brand. We actually have a different brand. And I have an experience that I wonder if the rest of you have experience with your cameras. So if you have cameras outside at your house, we do it for security reasons. And we have them in different areas around our house. And our cameras used to always say they would give an alert on our phone that say motion was detected. We could look at our camera and see what was going on at our house. What if a person was there delivering something, or if an animal was walking through the yard or whatever. We mostly wanted to have it whenever we were not home or at nighttime so we could see the doors of our house and just, see what's going on around if we would ever need, for some reason, that somebody tried to break in or something. We have cameras. So this is the thing. Our cameras always, our phones always alert us and said, motion detected. And then we could look at our phone, look at the footage and see what the motion was. Not anymore. In this time when I have been off of YouTube and not doing videos, our cameras have changed to AI. I wonder if yours have also. So instead of saying motion detected, they are very, very detailed descriptions now of what is going on at a certain camera. And I mean, it will say a red bird is walking across your driveway. A gray squirrel is walking across your yard. An Amazon person is delivering a package on your front porch. A person, nope, it'll even say woman. A woman opened up the door and retrieved the package. And what I wanted to see, a couple times the alert has said man or woman. And I wanted to see, was AI actually distinguishing if a person was a man or a woman? Because sometimes it has said Amazon man, and then other times it has said an Amazon person. But it's also been really, really cold in Ohio, and people are bundled up. Like I've seen a lot of the Amazon people have like face masks on, covering their face whenever they're delivering. And it depends on also if the person's back is to the camera. Well, one day after this started and AI started describing everything in very much detail of what was going around or on outside, my husband was walking out of the garage, going to go feed the birds. We have a ton of birds right now because it's snowing and just the cardinals and blue jays are coming in like crazy, needing food. So we've been feeding them. And I looked at my camera and it said, a man is walking across your yard holding a red cup. Wow, that was really in detail and it was exactly right. So I thought, is this distinguishing? Is AI actually looking at somebody and distinguishing between a man and a woman? So I was going out that morning and I wanted to see purposefully. I put on my toboggan. I also have rosacea, so I take a scarf and wrap it around when it's really cold just to cover my cheeks. So I literally had on my coat and everything. It was really cold that morning. And I've been trying to reset my circadian rhythm. So I've been going out in the morning, getting that sunlight in my eyes. It was cold. What you could see is here's my toboggan down to here and my mask, or not my mask, my scarf was like this, over the bottom of my face. You could see from here to here. That's what you were seeing. And I just wanted to see what it said. So I deliberately walked in front of the camera. Now I did look at the camera, so there is that. But I deliberately walked in front of the camera and then I looked at my phone and wanted to see what it said. And it said, a woman is walking near, and it said where I was walking near. And I was like, wow, it could barely see hardly any of my face. And yeah, it could see me walking by, but how did it know I was a woman? So I was telling my friend that, and she said, well, it's probably because of your stature. And I said, but you know what? There are smaller men also that aren't, big, beefy men. There are smaller boned men too. So how did it know? But I said I did look at the camera. So I don't know if it looked at my eyes and it could tell by looking at my eyes or my nose or what. I'm not sure. But I just wonder, if you guys have noticed this also, if you've had this. I know the whole Ring camera, that commercial was on the Super Bowl, and people are kind of flipping out because basically it said, we can see everywhere, everything that's going on at all times. We can, if your dog is lost, we can alert every Ring camera and it can look for your dog. AI will look for your dog for you, basically. Well, I mean, does AI just know what we're doing at all times everywhere? Because what I'm seeing on my phone, as far as the alerts that are coming in, well, where are those alerts going to? Our cameras are through Amazon. So who sees that? Is it just stored in a database? But AI keeps track of all of that. So they know what is going on in your surroundings at all times. And people that have cameras in their house, I mean, my goodness, I know people do that because they want to watch their pets during the day and what's going on. But who's looking in your house then? Who is watching what is going on inside of your house? And I imagine at this point anyway, do our phones do that also? Can they see everything that's going on in your house? Is it basically a camera into somebody's world? I had to get a new phone, one of the 17 Pros. I didn't even want to because I'm not one of those people that gets one, but I dropped mine. I absolutely had to. It was broke. And so I needed a new phone right away. And I got the new one and I thought, this has a lot of AI on here. Wonder how much surveillance is also on here. I think it's everywhere. You know, the smart TVs, we've heard for years that they can see in your home with those. And computers, we've known for years, your laptops with the cameras on them and computers that, you know, they can see in those cameras, because how many times were we told, cover up those cameras on your laptops? That's been years ago. So how advanced must it be now? Just had me really thinking after watching that Super Bowl commercial with the Ring cameras. Mine aren't that brand, but they're doing AI on their own. You guys having the same thing? And then let me tell you about this about AI too. I have told you about AI can be good things and bad things. And it seems like there could be a lot more bad things that happen. But I had an appointment with my doctor. It's my yearly physical that we do every single January. And went in, was talking to her. She said, whenever she came into the room, can I record this? And I was like, sure. I've had her forever. I totally trust her. Didn't know why at that point. But so we were talking and we were talking about all kinds of stuff. We're talking about my health, but we're also talking about, hey, how are your kids doing? Because I don't get to see her very often. I'm not a sickly person, so I'm not at the doctor a lot. Well, she said, to let you know that what I'm recording is AI. So AI picks up on everything that we're saying, and it only takes out the important, pertinent health information that we're talking about. So all the fluff that we're talking about of our vacations and kids and that kind of stuff, she said, it takes it out. It will just get the important things and it will chart it for me. She said, so the newer generation of doctors that are coming in, they will have no clue what it's like that you have to spend hours charting, you know, your patients. Literally, when I was a respiratory therapist and worked in the hospitals, it was hours of work is what you do just in charting because of constant having to chart everything, you know, all the time. AI is going to do it for the doctors now. They don't have to do it anymore. It saves so much time for them. And another thing, we were talking about my sleep, just me having trouble sleeping. I'm just 54, hitting this rock hard place of not sleeping really great. That's why I said I was outside early trying to reset my circadian rhythm just to get some light in my eyes, get myself back on a good rhythm of sleep. We were talking about this and she said, well, according to AI, I was able to look up every single study that has been done and AI compiled it all for me and I blah, 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 blah. And she was telling me about it. And she said, what would have taken me so much time to have to look through books and try to look on the internet and try to figure out a better way to help you, she did it in seconds. And it compiled every single study to give the very best studies. And she was able to tell me exactly what I needed to help me. So AI can be used for some good things. But I'm telling you, this whole surveillance thing, I think we're being watched at all times. And AI is now the one doing it. But who's on the other side of that? Who can see what AI can see? I don't know. You guys are smarter than I am with all this technology stuff. I just wondered. All right. That's all I have for now. You're going to see a lot more of me. I've got a lot of videos coming up. That's all I have for now. Until next time, I'm out.